Okay, next one we are going to dive into is Cultural Treasures of Japan. So, this 14-day tour offers 18 meals and April 19th through May 2nd of 2026. Just to give you an idea of the pacing here, we will start with a overnight flight into Tokyo, where we will spend the first couple days before making our way to Hakone, where we'll make a stop there for one night, and then on to Takayama, and then to we'll stay there for 2 nights before we make our way to Kanazawa, and then ending the journey in Kyoto. Before we dive into the tour itself, I think it's important to talk about the culture in Japan, as this is called Cultural Treasures of Japan. This cultural heritage is protected, celebrated, and very much kept alive today. We're going to get to explore the bustling cities to the quieter countryside, and along the way, you're going to get to see all of the historical sites, stories, and traditions to explore here. So there's two main religions in Japan, which are Shinto and Buddhism. And you're going to find thousands of Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples throughout the country. And we will have the opportunity to explore and see all of the beauty behind that as well. So we start with our overnight flight, and you are going to arrive at the land of the rising sun, where we will start our stay here in Tokyo, where you are really going to start to see Japan's blend of past and present right before your eyes here in Tokyo. You're going to get to see those revered temples, as well as some ultra modern buildings. Fun little things you'll see along the way: robots serving ramen while geishas are carrying forth centuries old culture. You'll have the opportunity to do some luxury shopping on the urban streets, and also getting to explore some historic areas that carry the whispers of old Japan. So this is a really great place to kick off your journey. As I said, we will start with a tour in Tokyo, strolling the streets, seeing all the upscale shopping, entertainment, and of course the dining district in Tokyo, which is known as Ginza. This was once the site of a silver coin mint back in 1612 and 1800, and is now one of the most expensive real estate areas in Japan, where you'll also have the opportunity to find some Michelin star restaurants, luxury brands, and historic department stores as well. And just to put it into perspective for you, 1 square meter of land in the center of Ginza is actually worth more than 10 million yen. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how elegant this area is. So you are also, we'll start with the tour there, and then you'll also have some opportunity to have some free time there as well. And then we'll also get to explore Asakusa, which is an area in the city where you will get to see old Tokyo, and kind of step back from the city's hustle and bustle and experience a traditional Japanese tea ceremony. So here, tea ceremonies are not just about enjoying tea, they are an art form steeped in spirituality, meaning, ancient rituals, and values. So, really, a good opportunity for you to experience the local culture and history here, and giving you the opportunity to withdraw for a moment from the chaos of the daily life here. Next, we get to make our way from Tokyo to Hakone, where you will get to start to uncover some of the breathtaking countryside here. and get to see the lakeside resort town here, where you will get to have the opportunity to climb aboard the ropeway, an aerial cable car, as you'll see in this picture, where you will be treated to a breathtaking view of Mount Fuji as you marvel through the air and see the majestic peak of Japan's tallest mountain. And then we will get to go see the Matsumoto Castle, which is one of the most breathtaking castles in Japan. Just stands with so much beauty and elegance. And then we will also get to, of course, have a sake tasting that evening as well, which is also another important part of the culture here. And then we are going to take a step back in time as we make our way to Takayama, where you're going to see the period of Japan during a guided walk. We'll get to explore the historic district. This hundreds and hundreds of years ago, this used to be a wealthy merchant town. So you're going to see that the streets are filled with artisans, farmers, merchants, and much more from the surrounding area. But you'll see that the buildings and homes and streets really do still speak to that time here. And then we'll also be exploring the open air market, also headed to see the foot of Mount Hakusen, where you'll get to explore the village, which is peppered with famous century-old homes, see the beautiful Shirakawa Go Gardens, where you'll get to see some more unique homes and structures that have the structured rooftops that actually resemble two hands joined in prayer. So the name literally does translate to hands in prayer. But so it's really unique to not only see how these structures look, but learn about the history and that these houses were actually built without nails as well. You'll have some free time to explore, grab some lunch before we move on to Kanazawa. And here we will be visiting the Samurai District, where you will enter the former home of Namuras, which was a wealthy family, a samurai family who served uh, and ruled during the Maeda family. And then you will also have a fun opportunity that afternoon to participate in a gold leaf making activity, which is another important cultural tradition that originated back in the 16th century. So rather than just learning about it or purchasing the material, you actually get to work it and use your own two hands to learn how to make one yourself. So fun little souvenir to bring home with you before we make our way on to Kyoto, which used to be Japan's capital and is now one of the nation's most top cosmopolitan cities. For over 1,000 years, it was the center of an evolving country and its culture. So today, it's somewhat of a time capsule, if you will, a place where you'll see the traditional Japanese culture is very much kept alive here. So you'll get to see authentic craft visitors that you can find here, tea houses that line the streets, over 2,000 temples and shrines around the city, and more that we're going to be exploring. And then we'll also go get to see the famous shrine that is dedicated to the Shinto god of rice, Inari. But this is not just any shrine. It is one of the most revered shrines here in Inari and actually the head of all of the shrines. So You'll get to follow those spectacular rows of orange torii and weave through the forest, which leads you into the inner shrine. So a very, very unique thing to see all along while getting to hear about the culture and history here. And then also getting to see the famous Golden Pavilion, which as we get to go inside and explore the temple, you will get to see the top two floors that are completely covered in gold leaf and it's just absolutely astonishing. Next, as I said, we do use different modes of transportation. So we're going to travel like the locals from Kyoto to make our way to Hiroshima. And we are going to take the bullet train for a day trip out to Hiroshima, where you'll get to explore. But this is also a highlight getting to go on the high speed train. It's very, very fast, but also very sleek and modern. And you almost feel like you're riding on a rocket ship in this thing. It's very comfortable, relaxing, and smooth. And once we arrive in Hiroshima, which of course many of you will recognize Hiroshima as a place of that was devastated by the atomic bomb in World War II, but that is not its entire identity. Although the tragic past is very remembered, and we're going to explore a little bit that, but it's also a very vibrant urban center with messages of peace as well as natural beauty and delicious food. So, after some leisure time, you will get to explore the Peace Park here, and then, of course, go see the ruined atomic dome, which was of course, the only structure left standing in the area. Really a sobering reminder of all the damage and destruction that was caused by the dropping of the atomic bomb. But after that, we'll take some time to reflect at the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. And then we will return back to Kyoto by train, where we will have the last day to explore some more castles and get to see some more beautiful gardens. And then we'll have another interactive hands on stenciling lesson for you, getting to learn about the ancient craft there before we end with a special farewell dinner and a Mako show, which, as you know, the geishas, highly respected women and performers who've been entertaining for centuries. And this is one of those moments where we're going to dive deeper into the culture as you get to witness this Japanese tradition come to life right in front of your eyes as you enjoy your farewell dinner. So this tour is April 29th through May 2nd of 2026, 14 days. We're looking at a price of $67.99 per person double occupancy or $82.99 single occupancy. And you can, of course, visit the MOAA website to find more information on that.